How are you? I'm Nick. I'm a psychic medium. Answer messages. I relay messages from the divine for your current day-to-day situation. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be. Thank you to all my returning subscribers, my current subscribers, and my future subscribers. Love to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, there's obviously a message for you if you're here. So, buckle up. Let's get ready. Let's do this thing. If you need a personal reading, hit me up. Information in the description box below. I would love to do one for you. These are general, remember that. So if it don't fit, don't make it. Woo! 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 Leo, putting the end to those player-hating ways, I see you getting frisky in the past. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna be a sometimes. So some type of like phallic, like energy, sexual energy I'm getting. Or you could just be like, you have a vision of where you want to go. So after some type of ending, there's some type of ending here. You cut something out. What was it? It took a leap of faith to manifest something, right? Because I was a magician too. But like, what did you put an end to? Page of Wands. You put an end to your nativity. You started looking at things more in a realistic way. You stopped fucking around with your emotions, and you said, you know what, this has got to go. Also, for some of you, you put this player type energy with the wands and the phallic type wand thing going on here. The page being not the king or queen, or even emperor, empress. You know, you're putting an end to that shit. Taking people into your life that just really don't level up to like what you're actually worth. Because right here you're realizing, right here with the Nine of Pentacles, that you can do a lot more things on your own than you need. Some of you are seeing a red sparrow, you really enjoy. Some of you are seeing birds and you're like, oh, I really like that. I actually just got a pet crow. Well, crow fell out of a nest. I'm nurturing back to life. But he's behind me. He's sleeping. His name's Bob. I'll put a video outside tomorrow when he's awake. But you're realizing your worth. You're like, fuck that. And the angel and the ethers were like, dude, like, deep down in your gut, you knew something was about to change, right? Like, you knew something needed to happen. Gabriel came out and blew his horn, and he was like, hey, you need to listen about this shit. But I don't think he really did, and this is what causes, like, this pretty brutal ending. For some of you, it was a self-decision. You made the brutal ending, and some of you, like, it was like a player energy that you could not ignore. That you just said, like, fuck this. So I see you by Gabriel blowing his horn, you realizing you had better opportunities for self-development and growth, and you sitting here like, I can do anything with this world in my hand, right? Maybe the people that you thought would come up and pick this wand up and like and really match your energy, and for like that wanted to lay seed, like plant seeds with you and have growth and abundance, like they didn't come through. And the person that really, the reason they didn't come through was the fact that they're not energetically your match. So you might be looking at it like this. You're putting into that, looking at people from the outside like as if they look good, right? So if they're like, you're not picking people by necessarily just looking good now. You're looking at like what they have to offer and what they can bring to the table, and you're not taking anything less. And this is because you're trusting yourself on what a real commitment means. And I also feel as though you're diving more into your spirituality. But I see somebody buying some books, reading a lot of things online, taking a lot of notes. I see a large stacked up thing of like, not news, but excuse me, letters that have gotten packed up, and like you've been ignoring it, not necessarily because you want to, but but because you've just been so investing in yourself that you kind of let those things go to the side. So creating balance here is really going to help you out. Because with the Page of Swords, it's like I almost feel like it's like immature anxiety. Like it's an old thing that you used to do. Yeah, like you're energetic, you're restless, and you really need to tap into your spirituality. This is only because energetically, Archangel blew the whistle and was like, Gabriel was blowing the whistle, and you were like, oh, so it got you kind of anxious, and you realized there needed to be change, and like with these growth and opportunities, you're coming into this King of Pentacles type of energy where you know that this is like you're the shit, right? So you're defending this growth and abundance and spirituality. You're realizing like growth, abundance, spirituality, like they're more than just like a car or money or like going to a church or like going to a yoga class or like whatever. Like you're getting in touch with your spirituality and you're using that with your know how to make money, which is like allowing, they're like opening the door for a blessing for you that will be so important to you that you will be willing to fucking fight for it. Whereas before you might have been like, I'm just gonna take this fucking job because I need to pay my bills. No, you're going for what is actually truly yours, because once you get that power too, then boom, here's comes the opportunities of employment up into a higher, like maybe some of you are spiritual, starting spiritual practices, spiritual business. That is going to be really lucrative for you. You've already planted seeds about this in the past that you've seen come to work in your favor, but like you've also planted seeds here in this little field that it's going to take some time to grow, but when they grow, it's going to be super abundant, right? This idea, this new opportunity is something where you're going to be working with people, and where people are going to be watching you, but they want to emphasize the fact that opening up and being vulnerable with people that you have to work with is going to be good, because they're going to respect you for that, and this is going to put you in a higher light. Yeah, some of you are like going from like from broke to rich like overnight. It seems like that. No, they're saying not overnight, but they're saying this is angelically guided. So like you can't go wrong as long as you put in the work, steady, strong, and good, and work well with others. Have compassion and criticism and compassion and patience. Dropping ulterior motives. Healing the past. Wow, it's getting crazy. So, yeah, maybe you went through some things in the past that allowed you to be kind of blocked towards working with others because maybe you got burned in some type of situation. But that's all about to change, because the opportunities that are being presented to you are from people that are actually meant to be in your life. So it's not a situation where they're gonna try to fucking scam you or some shit. It's gonna take time though, right? We all talked about that. It's gonna take some time for this shit to grow. So they want to reiterate that and confirm that. Knight of Pentacles being the slowest moving knight in a day. It's like this person is going in there slow, steady, but he's armored up and he's got his shit and he's got his horse. I mean, he's got his pentacle, he's got his horse. Like he knows what to do, and he's confident that he can do it, or else he wouldn't be in this knight suit. You know, like he was getting ready for battle. So yeah, this is going to be really beautiful. Actually, your perspective is going to change dramatically. Especially with the Hierophant here, they want to emphasize the spirituality. The more you focus on your spirituality, the more your intuition, it's going to really help you in your financial endeavors. This is something that after you're done and you made your success, you need to share with people. Not necessarily your secrets, but just like the fact that it was a hard, arduous road, and it actually paid off in the end. You know, you're setting an example too, like with this Three of Pentacles. You're setting an example to others that are watching you, and they're like impressed. So that's really cool. You're like really doing what you're supposed to be doing. Guess you some angel guidance. Let's see what's going on. Man, the moon is so bright right here. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas and teach these ideas to others. You can't make that shit up. And I hear other tarot readers say that shit. You can't make that shit up, and it's like, man, you just made that shit up. But I just said basically what was on this card, so that's kind of cool. Clairvoyance. I'm helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Or just like a really big piece of amethyst. I'm just saying, stop being stupid. So, your clairvoyance is being activated, and you should really pay attention to these things. Maybe you can have dreams and stuff that you need to draw down. Draw some of the stuff in your dreams, and even if you're a bad artist, just like draw it down anyways, and write notes and things, and put it all together because there's messages coming through. You could do this in daydreaming too. It doesn't have to be at night. But spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you're ready to soar. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. And then Indigo and Crystal Children, Mr. Metatron. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. Some of you detach from this type of childlike energy. I mean, we all do. Growing up through just our trials and tribulations and the way society has programmed us. This isn't necessarily a thing you can avoid for a lot of people unless you're spiritually awake the whole time. But it's just the way the world is, right? So you have a bond with children in particular, and you can help children who are sensitive. So reconnecting with your inner child and bringing that to the forefront is going to be just like, it's just going to be good. I see like happiness, like the inner child happiness that, we deny our inner child sometimes. Like, think about how you would treat a child, and think about how you were when you were a kid. Like, sometimes I'll do that, and I'll channel energy, and it'll fucking, like, be heartbreaking to be like, man, I can't believe how hard I am on myself now. Like, if I was as hard on myself now as I was on a child, like, that'd be unnecessary. So, like, when you see somebody, like, yelling at their kid or something at the grocery store, and you're like, dude, I would never, like, talk to my kid that way. But you talk to yourself that way. So, like, remember that inner child still does exist in you because it's part of you, and you don't want to lose that. And once you do that, I think, things are going to be extremely different for you. Especially, like, things that will bother you in the past will just, like, not even phase you. Because, like, a kid, like, they don't know what's going on. They don't, like, a child right now does not know about COVID or anything like that. Like, they are just in bliss. And that's kind of where you need to be. And if you don't know how to reconnect to that, just remember who you are. That's all it is. Just remember who you are. Take the time out today, for the day, to just realize who you are. It's kind of strange when you just go, you know what? I am a good person. And it's not like, oh, you're not a shitty person. Like, oh, I don't tell myself I'm a piece of shit. But it's like that sometimes we do in just a different way, just by being hard on ourselves. Like, I could do this better, or like, I'm never gonna get to that point because I'm not that good, or that's unrealistic for me. Like, other people could do that, I can't. Other people do it, but I just don't see myself doing that. And it's all bullshit. Like, you can do anything. You fucking, I don't know, you might not be able to be a NASA rocket engineer, but like, if you bust your ass hard enough and you're young enough right now to be able to get in that circle, like, boom, you can do that shit. And you're like, man, I'm going to school to be a technician or something. Like, nah, fuck that. Go for as high as you can go. It's a hard thing to understand, but you're like, no, it's not. I must go for what's best for me, and that's great. But like, go bigger, go better. All right, and I'll pull one. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not pulling low cards here. So here's selenite, and here's some citrine, selenite. My citrine pendulum. This is gonna be a yes, and this is gonna be a no. So say your question out loud right now before I get this thing a swinging. I want to find out yes or no. Let's go. I was not completely satisfied with that swing because it's sort of. I always like to do it directly on. That's no. Well, that's the first no of the night. But yeah, y'all have a good day. Happy day. Namaste. Enjoy your Reiki. If you want a personal reading, information in the description box. And I have a joke for you. Why don't bank robbers use knives? Cause they get the point. These are scissors, but I don't have a knife right now. Anyways, take it easy. Namaste. Why isn't that going on?